If you happen to come online, let me know. Just let me know how my audio is. Let me know how my audio is, and just introduce yourself and where you are joining from if you like. I'll wait for 2 minutes and then I'll be starting. So I am excited about doing these lives. I love them. I love doing the lives because I feel that they are more connecting, and people can ask questions. So I really like them. And the reason that I am doing these lives, it is because I really want to come out of financial bondage, out of financial, being stuck in uh, phases of money, and then you don't have money, or just phases of lack. That's why I'm doing them, because I believe it is God's will that everyone have like financial abundance, and that they have more than enough. So I'll be starting in a few seconds. Let me just wait for people to join. Yeah, it is really hot where I am. Yeah, but yeah, today I have an authentic t-shirts. I have these t-shirts. Yeah, just to remind me to remain authentic. If you like such a t-shirt, I can get you one. Before I used to advertise them, but now I am not advertising them, but I still have them. So, okay, welcome back. If you are coming, if you're a visitor, welcome. If you are one of us, a subscriber, welcome back. And thank you for tuning in. And I really hope that these lives are helping you to remain abundant and to stay in your abundant self and to come out of financial stagnation. So if you have not read this book, it is The Science of Getting Rich. That is where I am doing the small lectures from the book of The Science of Getting Rich. Hello, everyone, those who are joining, welcome. So this is the book, The Science of Getting Rich. To start with, if you have not read this book and you have money problems, you are stuck in financial problems, this is the book you should start with. Start this book so that when I am speaking, you know from where I am speaking from. This is the book that will bring you out of financial stress to your abundant side. If you have tried different ways of coming to financial abundance and it have not worked, this book will help you. Wallace Wattles really speaks from a place of, he was a very godly man, and he understood metaphysics, and he had that revelation of the science of getting rich. So in short, this book has the formula to create money, or to create your wealthy version, or whatever you want, how you create it. It is like a manifestation book. He don't say manifestation, he says creation, because his formula is creating, like the way God did it. First of all, if you start to read this book for the first time by Wallace Wattles, The Sense of Getting Rich, he's really used deep language, because he is really giving deep truths, so you might not understand it. In fact, he says you have like to read this book every day. When you start using this book to create your wealth, you have to read it every day so that you get whatever he is. Hi Andrew, hi, welcome. So when you start to read this book, you might not get it at first, but don't give up. Read it over and over, and then come and listen to these lectures. I know very few people talk of this book. I think it is because they don't get it. And that's why I feel very called to teach these teachings of Wallace Wattle. So he says there is a formula of getting rich, of getting wealthy. Some people have used this consciously, like they know what they are doing using that formula, and others they don't. They just become wealthy by using the formula, but they don't know they are using it. And how he says about using this formula, first of all, let me say you can get rich by two ways. You can get rich either by using what he says, the competitive way. The competitive way of getting wealthy, it is what we have always, most of the times, what we have grown up seeing. Like you think that there is not enough money, there are not enough jobs, there is not enough of everything. So people, it is like survival for the fittest, Even others will steal, others will cheat, cheat on money so that they get more, like they build wealth from that place of fear, of just competition. That is the competitive. That is the way that many people build wealth. But the problem of building the wealth on that way, you always have fear. It is a fear-based way of getting money, which when you get money on that kind of way, you will always have fear that somebody will take it from you. Like you have that fear. There is no freedom in that. You can get money from that. There is no condemnation, but that is not the best way. There is a better way. There is a science of getting rich in a godly way, or getting wealthy in a godly way. And this formula, it is different because you are going back, like to the way, hello, I see you all, hi. So you go back to the way God created, before there was everything in the planet, there was nothing. Then God created from nothing, from whatever we call nothing. God created everything. So you are going back to that formula, how God did it. How God did it, there was a raw material which is still here, which is still present. It is in spiritual form. That raw material that God used and created everything, He did not use all of it. There is a large portion of it that is still available, and that is where many people don't understand on this book. But I have been graced to understand by the grace of God. So it is that raw material that God used that is still present, like He created. And then He created man in His likeness, like man is like God. Man can create also from that raw material. Man can create also from that raw material. I know it seems like, what are you talking about, Rachel? I have never heard of that. I don't even believe it. Try it. Try it. Just read the book, listen to me, and try it. You have to try it for yourself and see. So you go back to the raw material of God and you create. You create whatever you want. So there is no, sorry, Lydia, hi. You can get this book from Amazon, and you can get an audio, free audio. You can get it in YouTube. Just type The Sense of Getting Rich. I can recommend one channel that is called the Master Key Society. It has a lot of audiobooks, and you can get the audio there. You can listen. Maybe it is 2 hours if you are listening, around 2 hours or so. It is not a big book. It is a very short book. It is compressed with everything, every word in this book. It is powerful. Like there is no word that is less powerful. The science. It is coming upside down. The science. like it is a science, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. You can see in my videos, my lives, where I have written the name of the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. It was written in 1910. This is ancient wisdom. People have been using it. In fact, if I'm not wrong, the woman who have wrote like The Secret, he also, yeah, The Science of Getting Rich. Thank you, Lydia. Yeah. That woman, I believe she used this book, if I am not wrong. I cannot like confirm 100%, but I think I have heard somewhere she used this book, like to come to her wealth, So this book, you have to try it. So I'm talking about that subconscious or that spiritual substance. You go into that. So the idea of that Wallace Wattles, the sense that Wallace Wattles says is that you go to that raw material, you image, like you get the image of what you want, you imprint it on the raw material through imagination, that spiritual substance. The more you are having an imagination, the more it is being imprinted automatically on that spiritual substance. And when you dwell on it for a long time, like every day you are thinking of it, you are thinking of it, you are thinking of it, then spiritual forces will be activated, and that thing will start coming to your direction, like on earth. It will start coming on your direction, and you will receive it either through people, through different ways. You are going to receive that. You are going to receive that. And I believe for the mind, it is a little bit confusing, but that is how the formula works. That is how the formula works. So the wealth that you are going to create using this formula of the sense of getting rich, the wealth that you are going to create, it is permanent wealth. It is not a fear-based wealth. The most important thing, it is that you get the image of what you want. You have a clear image. In fact, he says you get as many details as you want. For example, if it is a house, know what kind of a house, how big, how many rooms. If you can't see the color of the houses, see the furniture of the houses, see how the house is, see the garden of the house in your imagination. You can even draw it, like to encourage your imagination. And every day you are thinking of that. Whenever you have free time, he says, think of it, imagine of it, see yourself walking in that house. Use your imagination. Use your imagination on whatever you want. See yourself using it. And then the more you are doing it, the more that image is being impressed on that raw material. And then God is going to activate, or forces will be activated, natural and supernatural. And you are going to get that house. Probably you'll be going somewhere and you see a house just like the one you have in your mind. Do you see? You buy it. Or you have an idea and you start building that house, But in one way or another, money for that house, you will get it. Like forces will be activated. It is not like magically that house will appear to you. It is like natural forces will be activated, and that whatever you want, it will come to you. It will end up with you. So the problem is that many people, when you have impressed the image, like for example, if now you have the image of what you want, it is, you become impatient. You think it is not working. If tomorrow you don't have whatever you wanted, whatever you are thinking about, whatever you are calling to existence through imagination, if you don't have it in the next 1 week, then you get discouraged, then you give up. He says when you do like that, you stop the process of creation, which was already going on. So now the problem is being persistent. Let me read, Lydia, what you have written. How do I even know my purpose in life, or how to discover, do I discover my purpose for me to locate my raw material? So it is your purpose. So number one, if let me just answer that. I know that is not like in the topic of today, but if it is your purpose that you want, because for me, now what I teach, first of all, start by praying exactly that. Like, start. Do you see now the way you have asked me? Start praying exactly that, like praying God, how do I know my purpose? What is my purpose? Be consistent in praying that prayer a few days. I'm fine, Akisha Kades. I hope I'm saying right. Yeah, I'm answering Lydia's question, or how to discover your purpose. I will say first thing it is you start. Yeah, you can ask your question. Yeah, you start praying exactly, asking God like exactly asking God, what is my purpose? How do I discover my purpose? The first time I did that prayer, it was like 14, 15 years ago. When I started praying that prayer, because number one, you have to understand like you have like the way I understood it first, it is like you have your job and you have your purpose. Your job is what you are doing like to get by, and your purpose, it is like what like every part of you, your personality, your place where you have come from, your talents, your gift, all of them, they have been built in you by God, not by mistake. Not by mistake, because all of you, they will make you come to your divine purpose or to your divine calling or to be exactly what God have called you to do. And mostly when you are in your purpose, it is about service. Do you know what I mean about service? Service, it is not that you are doing it for money, because a job you can do it to get money, to get your rent, to get money for school fees, to get food. But when it is a purpose, it will be always associated to helping others, to giving to others. And when you are doing that, God will provide. That is a topic that I will talk about God providing. God will provide. Probably He will provide through that purpose. But the main goal of you coming into purpose, it is not because you want money. It is because you want to help others, to serve others in different ways, or to serve the whole planet. Because even you can have as your purpose, it is like maybe planting trees. Planting trees, it is not maybe direct to helping people, but it is also it is something positive, for the planet and also for the human beings. So your purpose, it will always come to you serving, always. It will not be about money. It will be about serving. So if it is money that is pushing you like to do something, you have not still come to your divine purpose. So if for me, where I started, hello, if hi, hello. Yeah. So for me, where I started by praying, God, what is my purpose? So what I realized when I started doing that, funny enough, it is the desires of my heart started changing. And it did not take months. I am saying like in a few weeks, because I was praying that prayer, serious prayer. God, I must know my purpose. I need to know my purpose. And I tell you, the desires of my heart changed from somebody who was working to get a car, to get a better apartment, to somebody who wanted to help. And what did I want to help? I wanted to help orphaned children. I wanted to help like children who don't have a place to live, who don't have a place to stay, like the desire and the love. It just came into my heart. It started by praying and asking God, what is my purpose? And I was praying that prayer every day. Every day it was my prayer point prayer point, 30 minutes, 1 hour every day, like praying over and over. And if you can pray in tongues, do you know what I say when I pray in tongues? Lydia, where are you? When you can pray in tongues, it is the better. So pray over and over, ask God, because you have to know when you are coming to authentic version, you have to know that your authentic version, you are one with God. So the first thing you learn, it is like before you ask people, you will learn to go to ask God. Like you will build a very personal relationship with God. Like God and you will become one. So, so do you mean your purpose is different from? Yeah, it is very, very different. Your purpose is very different from you making a living. Do so even you are saying making a living. Your purpose, it is part of you. Your purpose, it is you. Your purpose, it is your authentic self. Your purpose is your true self, and it will always involve about serving people. And it is something that you will find that you love. You are not forcing yourself. You could do it even if you are not getting paid. And you will see that. Okay, nice. It is okay, Lydia. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And you'll see that your purpose, it will involve probably some of the gifts. Your personality will fit in because first of all, you can start like you have like just interest. Maybe you are interested in playing sports, and that will open another door. And then that sport you continue doing. You start where you are. Like you start where you are. Start where you are. Maybe you can start, if you are doing sport, start by doing those sports. Then that sport, it will take you to another level. You start where you are. So to me, by the time that I came to that point, that I had that desire of helping children, I have gone through different things in my life. But I say that it is now when I started praying, like knowing now it is not about money. If I had all the money in this world, all my financial needs were met, there is something else I would like to do. But I did not know before. Before that, I did not know that I would want to help orphans, and I could love to help children who do not have anyone like to support them. It is until I started making that prayer that God put these desires in me, that love to do that, even that patience, because I was the kind of person who could not even want like to live with those kind of children. But it is like I have this love and desire, and even I said I was working maybe to get a new car, to get a better apartment, and now the love that I had for those things, it changed. I wanted now to build a house for those children. Do you see? I changed my desire, like the desire changed from me buying a car to me building a house for children. So you let go all your personal desire to car. Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine? But I started by praying. That is really what happened. But that does not mean that a car is bad. It doesn't mean that. I am saying that how God can change you, your desires, when you start praying about your purpose. That is the first thing I will ask you to do. Start praying. Do you want to know your purpose? If you really want to know your purpose, let it be your priority. Let it be your priority. But it does not mean that because a car is bad or a house is bad. In fact, the Science of Rich says it is very, very good to have all these things. Because because we need balance in life. But I say that when you start praying about your purpose, if you don't know your purpose, you will have desires. You can have new desires in your life. They can start coming, things that you did not have. And if those desires start coming, desires that you did not have before, understand now, and through your purpose. Yeah, exactly. You get it, Kim. It is Lydia. Yeah. Now through that desire, now I am doing what I am called. Finances are not a problem. It happens that when you start doing, when you stand in your purpose, because your purpose, it is on a very vibrational. I wish I have the vibrational chart with me. There is a vibrational map. There's, you know, the map of consciousness. I'll bring it one time and show you if you don't have, or you can check it in Google or somewhere. Like there are different kind of, okay, like there is a chart where it was developed a long time ago by one man. And what it is, their energies, like their frequencies, there are different frequencies from the lowest to the highest. And one of the lowest, it is like fear, it is like shame. You know, when you have shame, when you're always living in guilt, I'm sorry, I feel bad. This is very, very low energy. You have, your body is like, it has a lot of low energy, and those kind of low energy, it will attract very negative things in your life, you know. So when you are growing in the spirit, you raise your vibration high and high and high, like the where Jesus is, and such high people, or like it is above 1000. It is so high, like you start from zero, it go to 1000. Like Jesus, they have like bliss, they are one with God, they know that they are one with God, they are godlike. It is so high. It is where gratitude is, where love is, where peace is. That's why you will say, you will hear Jesus saying that the kingdom of God is love, joy, and peace, you know, because those are very high vibration. So people who are like walking in love, like for more than, like for 90% of their day, of their day, like they are walking in love, joy, their vibration is so high. Very, very, you will rarely find them in shame and guilt. And even if they will come to guilt and shame, just for short, and then they will come out, they will go up. So they will go up. So I'm saying that abundance, purpose, it is also a high vibration of frequency. So when you are operating in that higher vibration of frequency, you will attract things like money. You know, it will be automatic for you. Even somebody will come and give you money. Have you not seen people that you give money? Have you not seen them? Did they ask you? They did not ask. And most of them, they're really operating high. They're operating in high vibrations. They're operating in high vibrations. Like when you are in, so for them to attract good things, it is very, very easy than when you are down. When you are down, that's why even you'll see money will be running away from you. You know, it will come and then it will go. You have money 2 days, then the third day it is not there because you cannot hold it. So the name, it is a map of consciousness. Map of consciousness. I think who did it? Yeah. Map of consciousness. Map of consciousness. You can see the vibration. How, even you can see like the belief system. Yeah. The belief system of somebody like who is on shame. Yeah. They have, I wish I could be having my chart here. I have one which is mine, which I have. Yeah. Yeah. So are you getting me? Are you getting me, people? Just type if you are getting me. Map of consciousness. It is just a map. It is usually available. Okay, yeah. So are you getting me about purpose? Is there something I should, okay. Okay, if you need to ask something or for me to clarify something, just write. So I'm saying if you come to your purpose, you are going to attract abundance. It is a byproduct of all that because those are very high vibrational. Somebody who is walking in their purpose, they are vibrating very, very high, very, very godlike. So they are going to attract naturally, they are going to attract money. They are going to attract whatever they want. When they put something in their imagination, it is really coming. You know, they don't have doubt because doubt is also down, down, down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when they put something in their imagination, they can really attract very, very fast. And also, if you are operating on every vibration or every frequency, it also have their beliefs, you know, or their thinking pattern. Like if you find yourself thinking, I am bad, I don't think I am good. I don't know how I look. Those are very low vibration. Those could be guilt, shame, guilt and shame, very, very low vibration. So if you find you are thinking, that is where reprogramming of the mind becomes really, really important, because those thoughts, they are attracting, they are very, very low in vibration, and also they will really call things in your life, because they will create your aura, they will create your energy, they will create your energy. That is the energy you are operating from. That is like your energetic state. So you want to find yourself like rising up, growing spiritually, and coming out of survival mode. That is what I'm saying, competitive way of life. I tell you, there is more than enough money. You want to try to raise yourself to the higher vibrations in life, or to grow spiritually, to come from low to high, to come from guilt and shame to high, And the more higher you are, the more authentic you are. That is your authentic version. That is like your higher self. That is the part of you where you are not like being programmed by the beliefs of your parents, of your community, of your neighbor, of your co-workers. That is you, like in the belief system of God, in the belief system, in your higher belief system, in the belief system of your higher self. That is why you say, like, you put on the mind of Christ, when you are operating in that mindset, it is a higher mind. Because even if somebody tells you, like, you are a bad person, or even if you have a thought that you are a bad person, you don't accept it. But many times, if you have not started reprogramming your mind, if you have not started reprogramming your mind, and even that those beliefs happen in your mind, you don't even recognize it, because you don't have self-awareness. And just to be, as I'm finishing, just to come to self-awareness, and to know how to come to self-awareness, starting to take time alone, to be quiet, to meditate, like just to be quiet on your own, to observe how you are thinking. You are going to really start taking over your mind. You are going to understand your mind. You are going to catch those thoughts. So in summary, when you follow your purpose, you are attracted to a higher vibration, which you attract things which is financial, and is yeah, that is very, very right. That is true. That is true, Kim. That is, in summary, that is true. When you follow your purpose, when you pursue your purpose, of course, you are coming to your authentic self, you are coming to your higher self, you are going naturally to be magnetic, to be your magnetic self, to be your higher version, to be a version that is naturally in the vibration of abundance. Of course, you'll be fulfilled. Of course, you'll be happy. You have joy. You have peace. You have fulfillment of life. You attract the right relationships, because the right relationship, especially romantic relationship, it must be aligned with your purpose. Like, it is not by accident that you have a partner. It is not by accident. That partner must be aligned to your purpose if you want to live in fulfillment and joy and fulfillment and alignment. The person that you come into a romantic relationship with, a partner, your partner, they must be in alignment with your purpose. So most of the times, even if you have a relationship before you find your purpose, and then you find your purpose, most of the times it is, confusion after confusion, because every time you will find yourself, you choose your purpose before your partner, because that is higher vibration. Most of the times, people who come to a relationship, who come in a relationship, and then they come to their purpose later, and then their partner is not aligned to their purpose, they will choose the purpose than the partner, most of the times. because you will find that your purpose is you. So by you refusing to take your purpose, it is like you are refusing yourself. You are not choosing yourself. And when you are in your purpose, you will find that you come to this self-love. You love yourself more than you love. It is not like you hate others, but it is that principle or that commandment of Jesus is applying. Love yourself or love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you will see that the self-love for you is more. Before you are loving people more and you second. Now you'll find that you are choosing yourself. So that's why most people, they will choose their purpose over their relation, over another one, because now over another one, because they will know that purpose, it is part of them. Purpose is them. If you remove your purpose, like if you're in that high vibration and you're in authentic self, your purpose is part of you. Like you and your purpose are one. So you refusing to choose your purpose, but choosing a relationship, you'll find that it will start to contradict. You cannot have peace. You will not have peace. And what will you choose? You'll choose peace. You'll choose your purpose. You'll choose your higher version. So, are you getting me, Kim? Are you still there? Are you still there? Are you still there? Okay, so if you want to come to your purpose, I will tell you that, and God will not disappoint you. Start praying. First of all, start praying, asking God to show you your purpose, to bring you to your purpose. And sometimes when you start praying, things will start to shift because answers, God is like always waiting for people to pray. Number one, you can have those change of desires. Number two, if you are in a place where you are misaligned, because now you are calling yourself to alignment, you might start to not like whatever you are doing if it was out of alignment. So sometimes you'll be called like to make hard decisions. Maybe you will not have any desire for what you do, and sometimes called maybe to resign or to quit. But before you do that, still ask for God to guide you, like make God or the Holy Spirit your best friend, because when you are coming to these higher versions, you have to work with God here, and you have to accept the leading and the working of the Holy Spirit. So I am going to my music lesson. I started like doing some music. Let me show you, like playing an instrument, learning this, what do you call it? I don't know how you call it. It is a flute. It is a type of a flute, like the one you play on the sideway. I started playing this. Like this kind of desire started coming to me. So I also started to learn to play this. So I have my lesson this afternoon and I am going to do it. But anyway, I don't know if I was aligned to the topic of today, but I know we have discussed something. I hope you got something, and I know you got something. I'm saying I'm going to the music lesson, so I'll be signing off. Yeah, exact. Oh my God, that's too profound. We heal, align, and maintain. That's it. Okay. You are so aligned. I like it. I like it. I like it, Kim. So I hope to see you in the next lives, and tell me how you are doing. How you are doing. And by the way, it is not that you have to join. But I have an alignment sanctum, like a group where I am really feeling that women who want to come into or who want to maintain the godly standard and still continue to do the inner work and to grow and to come to the authentic fashion, that they can really meet, and we stay there in that community of those kind of women. I have that group that I have started. If you like to join it, I think I should leave a link, or just check on my links, and you can join that group. You can join that group. Yeah, you can join that group. That is accountability, that is high energy, because your environment matters. The people that you align yourself with. So that is one group that I can encourage any of you who feel called can join. So you'll tell me how it is going, Kim. I like to hear. And if you need support, just don't hesitate. You can book a 15 minutes call, no attachment, just I like to support. Especially on that part of the purpose to see that you come to that. Because when you come to your purpose, do you know how many people? Do you know how many? Do you know you are helping the raising of the vibration of the planet? And Jesus, I believe he is not coming back until everybody is ready for him, if you believe in Jesus. So we are raising the vibration of the planet. All of us, many are called, and many have been chosen in this time, like to bring this planet, their communities, their society to to the higher vibration. And many people are doing it. And the more you are obeying that call, the more that you yourself, you live in a fulfilled life, the more you'll be happy, the more even you extend your lifetime, like your life, so just pray that you come to your purpose, and I will remember to pray for you, Lydia. So I remember to keep you in my prayers. And if you need assistance, just book a 15 minutes free call. Yeah, just to support you. It is just a support, woman to woman. Okay, so see you in the next videos, and bye and take care. Bye and get the sense of getting rich. Women are really getting rich. Yeah, big money, because that is our birthright, every soul. Okay, bye.